This is the story of a shadow who terrorized a city and then vanished, leaving a name that would become the very blueprint for the unknown killer. This is the story of Jack the Ripper. The year is 1888. The place is Whitechapel, London. It is not the London of grand palaces and gentlemen. It is a dark, sprawling, overcrowded slum. The air is thick with the smoke of coal fires and the stench of the tanneries. At night, the only light comes from the weak, flickering glow of gas lamps, which do little to pierce the suffocating fog that rolls in from the Thames. The streets are a labyrinth of narrow, winding alleys and unlit courtyards, places where a person could disappear without a sound. And in this maze, something is hunting. It begins on the last day of August. In the pre-dawn darkness, the body of a woman named Mary Ann Nichols is found. She is a prostitute, like many in the area, struggling to earn enough for a bed in a common lodging house. But this is no simple robbery or street fight. Her throat has been cut with 2 deep, violent slashes. The brutality is shocking. The city shudders, but it is only the beginning. Just 8 days later, another woman, Annie Chapman, is found in the backyard of a tenement. The same terrible, precise violence. But this time, the killer has done more. He has mutilated her body. Panic begins to grip the East End. The police are baffled. They have no motive, no suspect, and no precedent for this kind of ferocity. The newspapers, sensing the public's rising terror, create a name for the phantom. They call him the Leather Apron. But soon, a new name emerges, one from a taunting letter supposedly sent by the killer himself. He signs it, Jack the Ripper. The name sticks. It is the name of a shadow, a faceless butcher who moves through the fog like a ghost. The autumn of terror reaches its dreadful peak on the night of September 30th. In what will become known as the double event, the killer strikes not once, but twice. First, the body of Elizabeth Stride is found. Her throat is cut, but her body is otherwise untouched. The police believe the killer was interrupted. He is not finished. Just less than an hour later, and only a short walk away, the body of Catherine Eddowes is discovered. This time, he was not interrupted. The violence is frenzied, the mutilations severe. The killer is growing bolder, more enraged. Now, Whitechapel is a district under siege. Vigilante groups patrol the streets. The police are desperate, following hundreds of false leads, and the Ripper mocks them. A package arrives at the home of the leader of the Whitechapel Vigilance Committee. Inside is a small box, and inside the box, preserved in wine, is half of a human kidney. It comes with a note, scrawled in red ink, that begins, "From hell." The killer claims he fried and ate the other half. He is no longer just a man. He is a taunting demon, a legend of pure malice. Then, on November 9th, comes the final, most horrific act. Mary Jane Kelly. Unlike the others, she is murdered indoors, in the privacy of her small, rented room. With time and without fear of discovery, the killer unleashes his ultimate, unspeakable rage. The police who break down the door are met with a scene of such complete and ritualistic carnage that it is barely recognizable as a human body. And then, silence. The murders stop. The autumn of terror is over. Jack the Ripper, having completed his gruesome work, simply vanishes. He was never caught. He was never identified. Was he a doctor with surgical skill? A butcher? A foreign sailor? Was he a member of the royal family? A mad artist? Or a simple, anonymous local lost to insanity? We will never know. He dissolved back into the London fog, leaving behind only 5 victims, a city scarred by fear, and the single greatest unsolved mystery in the annals of crime.